Hello there, I'm Corpse Merchant and welcome to part 17 of Spirit of the North 2. In this episode we are starting off in Misthaven because right over there is where the Lightweaver is for this week. Which, if you've just started the game, it may be a bit difficult to get to. Because it's just next to Raven Cliffs, which I guess you could probably maybe finagle your way across that cliff. I have no idea how I would accomplish it. Or actually, I know a quick way to get to it from up there, but I'm going to try seeing if I can get to it this way. Maybe. If I'm able to get up these cliffs. Yeah, no, it looks like that's too high up, so yeah. Unless you've at least finished the Raven boss, you probably won't be able to reach this one, which isn't too far into the game. But also, at that point, you may not be able to gather enough crystal shards for it. But yeah, if you go through the gate right there, you can just climb up the mountains like this and just drop down on top of them. And the colors for this week are yellow and red. So I just need yellow, which means only color left is orange for me, and I have all of the colors. Now let me pick up my torch. Thank you. So for this video, what we're going to be doing is getting some more lore scrolls, this time from Frigid Peaks. I'm going to show you the ones that I have been able to find. Assuming I manage to not miss any, then I'll be done with this by the time I get to lore for Fox Island. Otherwise, I'll probably count how many lore I'm missing and then try to find that many and then make one last video to show where all the rest of the lore is. So we're going to first off go to the Frigid Peaks portal, because first stop is Thal'dulian Glacier. And this one I might have a little bit difficulty remembering where it is because Thal'dulian Glacier is somewhat confusing to me. Like, I know what the area looks like, but I don't know what other areas that I'm able to recognize it's before or after. So basically, I'm just going to be following the glacier until I see that familiar spot. Which starts us off going over here. And of course avoiding the water because I like my fire. I probably don't have to go this high up, but actually that was actually kind of helpful because yeah, I got over there pretty easily. Saved it. Ta-da. And actually I didn't need to go up top because yeah, I don't need to open that. And also, I never actually saw this melt when I first went through here. Yeah, that melts pretty fast. Oh, so it's not that difficult to get to. But where again? I remember there being ledges I needed to get up. near this statue, but I don't remember where they were. Maybe over there? Actually, hold on. Can I maybe... You know, there's no above path. So it's just perhaps going this way. If only I could remember where exactly it was. Because, yeah, otherwise this is going to be a bit difficult. And unfortunately I lost my torch because I had to go through that water. Where was it? Oh, right here, yeah. Why is it not glowing? Fennec. We are the truth and we are the lie. We are bold but often hide. We wax and wane from time to time just like the moon in the night sky. So that is the first one that I had to show. The next ones, they are actually pretty well lined up together. First of all, we are going to return to the portals again. Grab some fire, because it's essential, obviously. And go straight back to the Frigid Peaks portal. But this time we are going to head towards the Temple of the Wolf. It's probably possible to go up this, but it won't be easy. And also something I found out while traversing, if you ever slow down like you just saw me do, just move the controls a little bit away from the face you're walking on the side of, and it'll get you going slightly more downhill and speed you up. Whereas if you continue going on the path you're going, you will lose your footing and start sliding down. This may not be doable for any PC players because as much as a big advantage with PC games is you have a lot more camera control. On console games you have a lot more movement control. Arkanmar. We've captured the Moon Guardian in hopes to quell the strife between the wolf packs. May this act cause the Moon Pack to peacefully submit to our rule and unite with us against Grimnir, just as the moon submits to the glory of the sun each day. Thank you for locking me in here. Yeah, I had already opened that when I first found this, but apparently it's deciding to want to be locked again even though it's being opened. Just put the lock back where it was, but on the inside, so it's just hitting against the edge. So the next one, it did take some serious looking around. If I wasn't like looking everywhere I possibly could, I very likely would have missed this one. But when I was looking around and came in here, I noticed this beam of wood that I could probably climb up, which of course I can, and jumped up here, and there's a lore scroll. Fenwick. Ha! Grimnir the deceitful knave hath betrayed us, and our guardian wolf, the master of deceit, now sickened by his foul plague, blinded by his lies, we failed to see the corruption rooted in his soul. Aye, he may have dwelt among us, but he is kin to us no more. Oh, the folly of one who seeks to deceive the masters of deceit, thirsting for vengeance. We shall not rest until he rues the day he crossed us. Loved the bit of hesitation there, as I thought I misread crossed. As for here, yeah, when I first came here, I'm pretty sure I just fast traveled to a den and didn't even go this way whatsoever. So, this is actually a very fun path to traverse. Just a bunch of mid-air platforms going from jump gate to jump gate. And you should have more than enough spirit energy by this point in the game. Especially with the fact that the jump gates give you back some spirit energy. I also find it funny how, especially with that last one, it looks like you're going to just fall short of the jump gate, but then just invisible platform appears below you to land on. So the last two things are down here in the Arctic Fox Guild. And which doors were it? I believe it's the ones opposite each other. So in this one, we have the lore scroll. Theon. Legend speaks of an era of suffering, when the skies are red and the spirits rage, yet within those tales lies a glimmer of hope, foretelling the return of the aurora. Shall I live to witness the foxes paint the sky once more? And the other one is right through here. Now for me, this is open because I pulled that lever, but when you get here, there's this hole right here that you need to go through. And then you can open the lever. And a chest, which has a fur and a skill point. That's neat. So, let's see. Yeah, skill point. Let's look at the winter Arctic fox fur. Yeah, the purple's not all that visible with it. I wonder how it looks with other colors. Ooh, the red looks not bad. Of course, I don't think any of these are... I don't think I'll like any of these more than the one that I'm going with, but... The white on white actually doesn't look as plain as I thought it would. But let's go back to our corrupted Tanuki. And since this was so short, I'm actually going to also do some shopping. Because I've bought everything from all the raccoon traders up to Stormvale. I still need to buy stuff from the ones here in Frigid Peaks. So I am going to grab all of my crystal shards. Oh wait, nope, that's the wrong way. All of my crystal shards. Which is gonna take a long while because it only moves them 10 at a time. Well, basically 100 at a time for the pace it does the 10 at a time. And actually, for next week, let's leave 900 here, just so I can guarantee I have enough for the Lightweaver next week, assuming it has orange. Alright, no, not there. I actually, let's see. Is it faster to run there or the portal? Yeah, the portal looks closer. And I'm actually going to go for this one just because, this one first, just because it's further away. So back to Frigid Peaks portal. And I remember fairly well how to get to it. I'm pretty sure it's after going over this peak. Which, it's not too far away. Alright, actually I said I was going to this one. Which, as you get closer to the ocean, there will be a path, and it's basically right next to the path that we need to go. And actually, I'm not looking for... no. Just in case I see any more lore scrolls, I'm going to keep the lore rune on. Because I have found some lore scrolls in just random unmarked locations, so... For all I know, there could be one sitting in that person's lap. Doesn't look like it, but could be. And we, of course, still don't care about the wisps anymore. I really do have a lot of wisps. Way more than I need. Yeah, that path right there. As you near it, there's this hole right here you can drop down in. Which actually, I'm going to search around a little bit real quick because in there is a closed gate with a frozen lever on the other side, and I kind of want to figure out how do I get to it, which I want to see, is there a way into the ground over here and there's maybe a tunnel over? Who knows? Yeah, no holes up here, and doesn't look like there's any holes up here, unless there's one Right here? No. So yeah. I don't know how I'm supposed to get to that part. I wonder if it's supposed to be reachable via the drowned rune. Because one of the snake shrines I found out you're supposed to go to it using the drowned rune, but me being me, I managed to get there without it. Of course, not having it, it made it extremely difficult to get out. Alright, Fire and Ice Eyes, Tuft Midnight, Wolf Dash Rune, Spirit Jump Rune, Flame Cloak Rune. Considering the price of those, I'm not sure I have enough for the last one. So, again, we're gonna fast travel back to the den and then portal over to the Frigid Peaks portal. And maybe we'll be able to buy something, maybe we won't. So as I had said before I realized I was not going towards where I had decided I was going to go, we're going to the top of this peak and then just over the edge, and it'll be a doorway in that face on the opposite side with a bunch of lava. Because, you know, what says welcoming shop more than being in the middle of a pool of lava? Which, if you haven't found this raccoon trader yet, you'll see soon enough what I'm talking about. So it's in here, which to note is right next to this I don't know what to call it. Brazier, maybe? So this is the second raccoon trader, and I do indeed not have enough for the last one. I am 249 short. Which, honestly, that's basically just running through, going through just one place, and that's it. That's basically all I need to do to get those crystals. That was close. I'm surprised I didn't catch myself on fire. And honestly, I didn't need to rely on the arrow to get out. I could have just, you know, easy. No problems. Which I wish they could make that work better. Like, I know it seems to be wherever you're looking that it goes, but if they could, if there's like multiple things possible in where you're in the direction you're looking, I think it would be helpful if it tended more towards what's more central on the screen, which maybe it does and I just haven't noticed, but yeah. Anyways, that brings us to the end of this episode. Next time we will be going through all of the lore that we're missing in the Ashlands. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.